G'day.
Hello there.
I'm Aussie Robbo.
I'm English Jen. And today it's day 3. So the first place we're going to hit today is going to be the Edge, which is by the Hudson Yards. So we're going to hit the High Line after Hudson Yards. And then because we're Sex and the City fans, yes, we're those gays, we're going to hit Carrie's apartment and also the famous Magnolia Bakery, which started it all from Sex and the City. Then a little bit of history, and we're going to go to Stonewall and then just finish off the day with some shopping because we've got other plans for tonight, but we want to take you with us today.
Good morning, Darren.
Morning. So it's around 9 o'clock in the morning and we're just heading.
Surprised you've known 9 o'clock looks like.
I know. Well, I've got something to do. It's something exciting. So it's just around 9 a.m. and we're heading west in a straight line for once, and we're going towards Hudson Yards, which is a newer development which I have never seen before because it was many years ago since I was here. But there's also a viewing deck there which is supposed to be pretty spectacular called the Edge. We've got a Go City Pass to use, so we're going to really start using it from this point onwards. We used one yesterday for the Guggenheim, if you saw that vlog. Put a link down below. But today, we're going to use it for a couple of other attractions. After Hudson Yards, we're going to head down the High Line, which is a beautiful walk, and then possibly, I'm hoping to get to Greenwich and Soho and maybe see a certain Miss Bradshaw stoop. So after entry, you've got like a really nice introduction to not just the building, but also the area it's within. So this is in the Hudson Yard area of New York and Manhattan, which is on the west side. And you get to know a little bit more about the construction of the building from start to finish, really. And it's all done in a really beautifully sort of presented, sort of modern way. Once you get in the lift, it's a whole different game of presentation. It uplifts its lift game and how it shows you like sort of construction around you. Stunning, absolutely stunning, and really takes your mind off how high you're going into the sky. So day 3, and our second viewing deck. That's not our hotel room, and I didn't think the views could get better than what we had yesterday at 1 Vanderbilt, which you can see in the vlog below. But this is crazy good. I mean, it's good weather as well.
How high are we down?
100 floors.
It was 100 floors, yes.
Yeah, 100 floors. To put in perspective, our hotel is 38 floors, I think.
Yeah.
Which is high. It's actually really nicely spaced out, but we've got the Go City Pass. So essentially with that, you pay a chunk of money. It feels like a big chunk of money, but if you time things well and work out what activities you want to do, it can be very, very beneficial, and it saves you a lot of money.
So we got here before 10 o'clock.
Yeah, with the Go City Pass is an exclusivity entry where you literally just take your pass up to the main entrance. So you go past every queue and they let you in. So we've got about another half hour before anybody else gets into the building. So even now it's getting busy with groups, but it's going to get busier. But let's take in some views.
So it's quite misty this morning, but you can actually see the Statue of Liberty is right over there.
So there's views, and then there's views. So with the Edge, slightly different to Summit at 1 Vanderbilt. Summit at 1 Vanderbilt is like an experience of like arts and views. This is more kind of literally all about your vantage point. Speaking of which, that is the most extreme vantage point, I would say, on this platform, and it's I'm scared of heights, weirdly, and I had to really push myself. My legs went really wobbly, had to push myself, and a lovely UK couple actually took my photo for me. I can understand why people don't feel like they could go that little bit extra, because even when I was doing the glass down there with the glass floor, I could get down there, but I didn't want to look down there. So all the time I was down there on my back, I knew that I wasn't going to look down when I went to get up. And I needed help to get up as well. But yeah, this is a fantastic viewpoint, and the weather.
Is this the one where you can go further up as well?
Yeah, so you can take it right up there.
Did Gaz go up there?
Yes.
So on the Kershaw's videos, they actually came here and Gaz went further up.
Yeah, which is very, very brave of them. you can get a drink here as well. I mean, there's lots of stuff. At the moment, they've got like a ice skating ring, which isn't an ice skating ring. It's actually roller boots, which is actually quite nice. There's a Dunkin' Donuts, I think, in there. But yeah, you can go further up, and there's also the added extra you can put onto your ticket price, which lets you actually kind of lean out with a rope. That's never going to happen on this channel. We're happy to watch other people, but
is this the one where you climb the wall or something?
It's kind of like a winch thing, and you can then you can also do a
winch down.
Yeah, not winch down. You're just kind of going around.
Oh, okay.
This is the weather is perfect for up here. It's sunny. It's actually really warm up here. I thought it was going to be windy.
It's a little misty, so we're not getting like a full clear view.
But it's beautiful. It's actually beautiful photos.
So this is where a lovely British couple took my photo. Rob, understandably, is staying away from the edge, no pun intended. Yeah, you can get to this point and it does feel like a bit like you're flying. A bit like Rose on the Titanic. Jack, hold me, Jack. This is spectacular. And because it's a relatively new construction, it means that it's really shiny and clean. But I'm going to do it. Let's walk over. You've got a seated area here, which is very welcome for people like me who have issues with their mobility. It'd be nice if you could get a coffee and sit there. And then you're going more towards, this is the Midtown.
Yeah, that was down there. That one looks like they put a bridge in between.
So there's a waypoint. Our hotel is just around here. We're on the 22nd floor of our hotel, so that's kind of like down here.
Yeah, it seemed like a H.
And then going uptown, billionaires row.
So something to note about all these attractions that we've gone to so far in New York is that they all seem to have free Wi-Fi. So one Vanderbilt yesterday, the Summit, that had free Wi-Fi, and this one, the Edge, also has free Wi-Fi on top as well. It does ask for your name, your full name, and your email address, but I have an alternate email address I just use for all these kind of spamming stuff, and I don't generally put my full name in. I just put dodgy, any name in, and it all works fine. So yeah, that's really cool that all these places have this kind of connectivity for your phone, so that you don't have to use your data plans. Why I bought a Coke now. Bought a really pretty Christmas ornament. Came to about $40 here. So Darren,
Food, yes please. So really disappointing. One of the biggest down points for me, and you I guess, would be lack of nourishment. The restaurant was closed, the bar was closed, the bar was closed, which is fine because it's like 10 a.m, 10:30 a.m. in the morning at that point. But the cafe was closed after opening, like the whole building, and visitors started to come in. So you couldn't just grab a drink very easily. So we ended up having to go to a little cart which had hot dogs and sodas. Not really what we wanted for breakfast. I think it's the first time I've ever had a hot dog for breakfast. It was as hot dogs go. Not great.
there was another food store, but it was very small as well.
Yeah, a waffle, and they just did waffles, but literally like a waffle, nothing.
They did tease us with the Dunkin' Donuts signage.
Yeah. So,
what's your overall impression of the Edge?
The Edge is really good. I still at this point I am preferring Summit 1 Vanderbilt, which is in a previous vlog. mainly because there's a lot more interaction. Here it feels like you just get up there, you look around, you come down. There's not really anything extra going on inside, especially. And there's a lot of staff just like mulling around. It's worth doing because that view on the deck is fantastic, but you won't spend as long there as you would do maybe one Vanderbilt, which is a shame.
Just to go off what Darren was saying, the food was a little disappointing up there. There is a couple of gift shops. You go through 2 gift shops before you actually get to the actual experience, and there's a 3rd gift shop down at the bottom as well, just in case you missed a couple of things, which all sell the same stuff. You do get better views from that one, so you do get more of a panoramic view. You get like a bigger view, I think, from there. Yeah. But and you get clearer views as well. But as Darren said, one Vanderbilt, the summit does have a bit more interactive things to do, but they're very different experiences in terms of what you see and what you get.
So as part of Hudson Yards and where the edge is, which is there, we've also got the vessel, or if you speak Star Trek, the vessel. Sorry. The vessel used to be able to go up it, but because so many people, I think, threatened to chuck themselves off or did chuck themselves off it, they closed it down for visitors to walk up. I think they still do walking tours, but I haven't seen one as yet. So we're going to have some photos here. Apparently it's really nice at night time, so might head out this way on one of the nights we've got left. But the shopping centre inside is a high-end one, would you say?
Yes.
But there are some bargains to be picked out, so it's worth looking around.
Someone just went shopping at Levi's. We'll show you the footage of what he bought.
Happy shopper. Let's go have a look around this. Okay, so as promised, we're going to go take the High Line next. High Line is basically a disused rail service, rail track that was above ground level, and now it's used as a really leisurely stroll, loads of seating, and lots of art as well, public art on display, which changes seasonally. But we're going to head down past sort of Chelsea Market rather, and then see where it takes us, and hopefully then head into sort of Soho, Greenwich, in the East Village. So you're not only going to find sort of random pieces of art and like installations, but as someone who has issues walking, you don't need to worry about finding places to stop and rest, because literally the whole thing is full of seating, and each seat has a different vantage point of different sort of avenues and art, and that's one of the things I love about it most. If you capture it like this, where you've got the sun as well, it's perfect.
So we're getting towards the edge of the High Line walk. What's your opinion of it, Darren?
I love it. It literally hasn't changed since I was last here in 2011. It's just as clean, as beautiful as it was. New installations here and there being put in. It's actually just relaxing. Even when it's busy, it's still relaxing. It's quiet, apart from this bit. And there's just lots of places to sit and contemplate. Bring a drink, bring a cake, bring a sandwich. It's free, and it gets you down the east side of west side of Manhattan, which is where we'll be heading next for Chelsea Market.
Yeah. But it's a very relaxing walk. I don't feel like I've pushed myself or anything. It's just a very cool, chilled out experience. Yeah.
So let's go and grab something to eat from Chelsea Market and then head towards Stonewall. So we're skipping Chelsea Market and we're going to head downtown towards Soho and Christopher Street and Magnolia Bakery. There's some really great redevelopment down here as well. Also beautiful sort of old places.
So as we've been walking around the streets, I've kind of been impressed at how clean and sort of how I'd say cinematic the whole place looks. Yeah. It's a lot cleaner and a lot more refined than I expected. It actually kind of looks like, it kind of feels like we're walking around Grand Theft Auto, really, because it's a lot cleaner and a lot more aesthetically pleasing than I expected. Cool. Pretty much every street we walk down it looks fantastic. What is it, Darren? What is it?
A rare bird.
Is it the one from Carrie's head?
Yeah. soon to be at the next wedding for Carrie.
I wore a bird on my head.
What was she thinking? I've never actually been to, I don't think I've actually been to the Magnolia Bakery. We've been to Hummingbird in London, but this is the one made famous by Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City. Very small space. So make sure you know what you want kind of when you're getting there. It's all on display, but it is a bit easier for them. So I went I'm such a basic gay. I didn't even know this existed.
We didn't already know.
Yeah, but I didn't even know this actually existed. It's the Carrie cupcake. Should have a dead bird on the side of it. And then I know Rob's not one really for cupcakes so much, but I've heard really good stuff about this, which is the banana pudding, which is like a refrigerated.
It's refrigerated. I don't understand what it is, but yeah.
We'll soon find out. Yeah, so we're going to try those. Do you want to crack this open first?
Yeah. It is ice cream.
It's kind of ice cream. Yeah, it's hard to explain. It's like a.
It's a mousse. Is it good?
Yeah.
So what is it?
It's banana. It's like you say, like a moussey. Like it's not ice cream.
Right.
It's cream, but it's not ice cream.
Okay.
But it's nice. The banana's awesome.
I don't really eat much banana.
Yeah, it's like a mousse or cream. It's like you're literally eating cream, clotted cream,
Yeah.
with cake texture inside, and obviously banana as well.
Like big chunks of banana.
But the banana's not overpowering.
No, I think that's why I like it. It's not like, I don't feel like I'm inhaling banana scent. But they have two sizes, don't they? They have like a mini one, then this one, which is
I think we
like
could have done
soft.
with the smaller one, to be honest.
That's right.
I would give that, because I love banana flavoured stuff, banana milk, I actually would give that 4.5 shrimps on a barbie.
And as someone who only eats a banana occasionally, because I'm not a big fruit fan, I would actually give it 4 Canobis out of 5. That is very nice.
And so where is Magnolia Bakery located, Darren?
It's on Bleecker Street, so it's
Corner of Bleecker and what?
I have no idea.
West 11th Street.
Oh, West 11th Street. Okay. So Bleecker Street is downtown. You're talking. It's near Prince Street as well, which is quite a popular spot. We'll be going there later. Hopefully get some dinner there. There's like some lunch there. There's a place I know which does some really good fried chicken.
So we just got to the end of the
High Line.
We just got to the end of the High Line, and it's basically 2 blocks further on from the High Line.
Yeah, it's a nice walk as well. It's even though when there's like all the roadworks and stuff, it's still a nice walk, which I don't know how that's possible. But so as we leave Magnolia Bakery in the bookshop, we head down Bleecker Street, and where Bleecker Street meets Perry Street, take a left, and you'll find a certain lady's apartment.
And her shoe store on the corner.
And the actress's shoe store. I'm such a basic 90s gay. I briefly came here last time, but there was a huge queue, so I didn't really, I didn't sort of bother. Yeah, it's kind of weird because I've watched that series so many times. I mean, you know, I watch it from start to finish. Once I start it, I just keep
Once
going.
a year.
Once a year at least.
But the easy way to identify it is the fact that it does have a chain link fence outside saying private property.
Yeah, and also there'll be people just hanging around it. But there's actually really nice stoops like further down, like actually nicer looking stoops.
It's a beautiful street overall.
Yeah, it is. It's really beautiful. I can understand why they picked it. It's also very quiet as well. But it's also near Christopher Street, and it's also near Prince Street, which is quite handy for shopping, but also a little bit of LGBTQ plus history. I'd say out of one of the biggest tips I can give to anybody planning a trip to New York is use Google Maps. You can star the places that you want, make like an offline map available, and then when you're just hitting a general area, you can see all the places you starred. And Carrie Bradshaw's house literally is described as Carrie Bradshaw's house on the Google Maps, so you can't miss it.
So we were just sat down in a park by the Stonewall Inn and heard the guy playing a guitar and listened to him for a while, and interesting lyrics, and spoke to him. It's the first kind of local we've really kind of spoken to properly, Kenneth. But yeah, really cool guy. Just started playing music, and he's out there busking and doing his album, and really cool.
It was nice to chat to him. Really, really was nice to chat to him. If you do interact with people, give them some money, donate. Some of them are working towards something, and that's what we got from him. For him personally, he needs to have a recording space, etc. Quite happy. We had a really nice sort of sit down, listen, and chat, and I'm more than happy to give him money to. Yeah, it was really nice. Really, really nice.
Now all my money spent, and I can't pay my rent. I need my good man. I need my good man. That's how I go like that. You don't hear? It's like listen up, Mr. USA. I said, hey, listen up, I said.
So Darren, we are in front of the Stonewall Inn, a very historic place as part of our gay culture, you might say.
Yeah, we, as gay people, we inherit our history. We should inherit our history, and this is a significant one because it's where the Stonewall riots happened, which broke out one night. That's actually the same night as Judy Garland dying. It's a weird thing to be here because I've seen so many things about it, and to actually stood outside and see such an unassuming place.
Yeah, I mean you've been here before. I haven't, so this is my first time here.
I only walked past it.
But it was a major event as far as gay rights advancing in America and the world, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it's on Christopher Street,
yeah.
So it really easy to find in downtown.
I was fighting for gay rights, and people were killed.
But people were killed.
Nobody
was killed at Stonewall.
Nobody was killed?
Nobody was killed at Stonewall.
So quite a significant monument that's across from Stonewall is the Stonewall monuments themselves. This is by George Segal, and they're erected as part of our liberation. Not only that, it's quite interesting because they're done as plaster casts, like if you're doing brass statues, but like the plaster casts, like from a person itself. And also, for anybody who's a 90s gay, there was a film called Jeffrey, which was released in the 90s and had Patrick Stewart in it. And there's a really lovely scene, which hopefully we've got and we'll put in here. It's one of my favourite scenes from the 90s when I was first coming out.
So we just finished up inside the Stonewall Inn. Went for a drink after getting some food at Starbucks. Nothing like commercialization right there. What was your opinion of Starbucks, Darren?
Starbucks, yeah.
I mean, what was your opinion of Stonewall Inn? I don't care about Starbucks.
Somebody's had a beer. Yeah, it was nice. It was very kind. It was a lot of Green Day, which was a bit random.
The music was really kind of strange. It was like kind of Green Day-ish 90s revival of whatever that music is. So it was kind of surreal listening to that kind of music in Stonewall when you've been reflecting outside about all the history and stuff. And actually, I thought we'd turn up because it didn't open until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so you need to check what time it opens. Because we did actually meet some really nice older gentlemen who were a couple, been together for like 45, 50 years. They'd lived in San Francisco and they now lived in Maine. And as soon as he said that, I referenced Murder, She Wrote, and he said we don't talk about that over there in Maine. But they were really nice couple that we were talking to outside. But they turned up at 1:30 and then it was closed, so they just kind of took off and they didn't really get inside, so that was kind of strange. But I really enjoyed going in there, having a drink, but it was a lot busier. Like, there were like 25, 30 people in there, and I was surprised. I thought there'd be 2 people in all afternoon. I didn't think it'd get busy till 5 in the evening, but very, very busy in there. I guess it's a big tourist spot.
So about 13 minutes walk from, where was it? We were Christopher Street in Waverley Place. It's a short walk, cold walk, down to Prince Street, which is where you'll find some really nice little places in Soho, but also you'll find like some of the big brands as well. They're kind of downtown versions, so you'll find an Apple here. I think there's a Nike and Adidas usually, and there used to be a really good Converse store before they were taken over and whatever, where you could get like personalised Converse and all these really nice sort of clothing items. I came back with loads last time. But we're going to see what's down here, because I haven't been down here for years, so it's going to be interesting to see how it's changed.
So one of the
beautiful things about having a very busy afternoon. We ran into a friend from London called Kevin. So we've had like a really nice coffee afternoon, haven't we?
We have.
In Lower Town, sort of Soho area. And then didn't need much time for shopping, but we get back and I forget in the bag, we've still got a Magnolia Bakery treat. So we've got, here we go. And of course it is the Carrie cupcake, which...
Why does it make it the Carrie?
I don't know. It writes books. I don't even know what flavour it is, but I was going to go for a red velvet, but they didn't seem to have any, so I was like, okay. Looks like it's going to be like a vanilla sponge or just a, yeah, that's what. It's nice. It's just like a vanilla sponge, it feels like. I think it's like a thick cream cheese frosting. Yeah, it's pleasant enough. Not really full of flavour, but it's nice. I give it a 3 Kenobis out of 5.
So we're on our way to a bar, and on the west side, it's about a 20-minute walk. We thought we haven't eaten anything in a while, so we dropped into one that was described as pizza pasta. Looked quite nice actually from the outside, but the pizza was super greasy, like really greasy. The base wasn't great. The cheese was rubbery, and it's one of those where you just like, I got about halfway through it and I was like, no, which usually never happens with me with pizza. But yeah, I'd give that like a 1 Kenobi out of 5. What about you, Rob?
My pizza's alright. I quite enjoyed my pizza. It was well cooked. The base was well cooked. I had a meat feast, so it had a lot more flavour on mine going than you did. The cheese I didn't get coming through, but it's all the flavours of the meats. So my pizza, I mean, it's not a pizza slice that I'd ever want to go back for and kind of,
You, my little Slytherin.
Take care.
have a craving for. But I'll give it a solid 3.5 shrimps on a barbie.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Should have gone for yours then.
So Darren, how was your day? Your third day in New York?
Today was a tiring one. It was actually the first day where it's kind of hit us. We did a lot of walking, but the edge was amazing. Great start to the day. High Line, well worth a visit, and it's free. Downtown, doing Soho and Greenwich, was lovely. We didn't actually go shopping or anything. We just literally perused, and then we had a little disco nap earlier on, and we've come out and met a friend out on the scene in the meatpacking district. That's been a real plus because it wasn't planned.
So I actually really enjoyed the edge, despite the fact that I was 100 floors above New York, putting myself in quite serious danger.
It showed more today than it did yesterday at the summit.
Yeah, very different experiences in 2 different kind of platform situations overlooking New York, but amazing to get those views all the same. And really enjoyed seeing Carrie's apartment, having a little snack from the Hummingbird Bakery, which was quite delightful.
Would you highly recommend the banana pudding?
I would, if you love a banana flavoured anything, I would. I wouldn't think twice about having that dessert.
Yeah.
And then, for us, I really enjoyed seeing the Stonewall Inn. It was really nice to see the bar in person finally.
But also to meet people.
Yes, and also talking to people on the street. We got to talk to people on the street today, so that was really nice.
Where we're walking right now.
As I was saying before we got distracted by Panda Express that's closed, it was really nice talking to locals in the area, and we did that around the Stonewall Inn, so that was really nice. Talking to some of the locals and seeing a piece of our history, so that was really cool. And then meeting Kevin, one of my homeboys from Perth.
Homeboys, but also London.
Well, yeah, from London. I met him in London, but he's actually from my hometown in Perth in Australia, so that was cool. And then, like you say, a little nap, and then out for a little dodgy pizza, and a very enjoyable third day. Looking forward to tomorrow, and yeah.
And where are we walking right now?
And now we're actually walking, as we're recording the final bit, in front of Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, would you say that where we're positioned with the hotel has been surprisingly...
I mean, the Virgin Hotel, as a little kind of mini evaluation, the Virgin Hotel is a fantastic location, and it's the price we've paid for it is really good. And it's been really good for us so far. We've been able to walk a lot of places. It's very central.
It's now nearly 2 o'clock in the morning, and we've got a very early start tomorrow. We're going to be doing NBC Studios tour and the Rockefeller.
at around 9 a.m. So please join us again tomorrow. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.